All right, so anyways, this is the oscillating spindle sander. Basically what it does, or what it's used for, is if you're sanding interior curved cuts. So I cut this on the bandsaw. It's very, very rough. The one thing that you do need to know about this machine is you want to make sure everything's cleared off the top. So if there's something on here or in the way, I'm actually going to go grab my brush so I can brush it off instead of using my hands, because I don't want to get a splinter. I know a lot of you will end up wanting just to take your hand and wipe it across the machine and that kind of stuff. I would suggest against it, just because, you know, you don't never know what's on top of here. And for some reason, there's just some gunk on here. So,
Mr. Dunn.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I do all 3 of the egg puzzles I have to turn in tomorrow?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna mute my computer, that way you'll still be able to hear me. So I mean, I took a brush and just made sure all the surface is cleaned off. There's different sizes. You can tell that this one is a little smaller and this one's for larger curves than that. The main thing you want to watch out for, if it's spinning clockwise, you want to go the opposite direction of what that machine is sanding. So you're going to sand against the way it's sanding. Make sure you press down, because this is going up and down. So what it's going to want to do, it's naturally going to want to pull the wood up. Just watch where your fingers are and be very, very careful. If you push too hard in one spot, it's actually going to dig into the piece of wood, and it'll actually put the shape of that spindle in your piece. And I'm going to turn on the dust collection, and I'm going to mute my mic on my computer so you guys don't have to listen to the loudness on here. So I'll be right back. Alright, so now that I have that turned on, when I turn this actual machine and everything on, I'm going to let it get up to speed. Alright, I'm watching what it's doing, and I'm going to start it out here. I'm just going to go slow, let it sand. If I stay in one spot too much, then essentially what it's going to do is it's going to dig in. So I don't need to go necessarily fast, but I'm always keeping pressure down, watching my fingers, where they're at, what's it sanding, and I'm just going to rotate it until I get to my end piece. Now that wasn't a bad pass. I'm probably going to have to take a couple more, but like I said before, if I stay in one spot for too long, it's just going to dig in. So you're going to let the machine do the work. If you press too hard, what that's going to do, it's actually going to gum up, or it's going to put a whole bunch of marks within your spindle. Alright, so now that I've sanded this a little, looks a little nicer. Still a little more work to go.